That at some stage as well, but just ignore me.
Sorry.
Headphones. Excuse me. Forty seconds or so.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're speaking, like it goes, just move it. Just move it. It should move.
Yeah.
That's this one's.
I'll just move into it again.
Do you want me to talk to you as CC Bloom or as Michelle?
Just a CC Bloom,
Isn't it?
fine. It's easy.
10 seconds, stand by. 5, 4, stand by. That was the sound of Noah right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. I've been joined in the studio by CC Bloom. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, thank you very much for coming in.
You're welcome.
Tell me a bit about yourself. Tell me a bit about your music.
So I'm a singer-songwriter based in Edinburgh.
Uh-huh.
As you can probably tell, I'm not originally from Edinburgh.
Right.
I'm originally from Stoke-on-Trent,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
which, if you don't know where that is, it's sort of just south of Manchester.
Okay.
So, and I've been writing for about a year now and playing some gigs in and around Edinburgh, hoping to branch out towards Glasgow soon. But yeah, so
We might mention that later on, right? Well, tell you what we'll do. We'll just kick off with the first song. Tell me a bit about your first song.
Okay, so the first song that I'm going to do is a song called Wayfaring Stranger. It's the first time I heard this song, it was by a cover by Emmylou Harris, who used to work a lot with Bob Dylan and things like that.
Okay.
But I believe it actually originates, it's an old folk song, so I'm just going to do my take on that.
Just go when you're ready.
I am upon wayfaring stranger, while traveling through this world of woe, and there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright world to which I go. And all will never see my Father, and all will never no more to roam. And only though we know
That was Wayfaring Stranger by CC Bloom right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. Now, thank you very much for a beautiful version of that track.
Sorry?
You're going to have to tell me about the CC Bloom. We are not far from Edinburgh. Many of the people of Edinburgh will know that name for possibly another reason.
I don't know what you mean. It's completely original.
Well,
No, I used to have a different name, but I really went off it, and I needed to come up with a new stage name. And I was out, had a few drinks, and seemed like a fantastic idea to just drop the S. But I put it out there to friends and family first of all to see if they come up with any suggestions. And I rang my mum up, trusty mother, and I asked her if she had any ideas what I could use, and she was like, "Oh, how about Charmaine? I've always liked the name Charmaine."
Charmaine.
So, needless to say, I didn't go with her suggestions.
So, CC Bloom on Facebook, just type it in. Is that the easiest way to find
Yeah, so
it?
it's CC Bloom 11. CC Bloom, surprisingly, was taken. And it's the same on Twitter.
Right.
But you can actually just click on the links from my website. So you can just go to www.ccbloom.co.uk and click on the links to social media on there.
Brilliant. What we'll do is, before you finish, we'll put a link on, we've got a cheesy picture under the banner, and we'll put a link on our Facebook page to your Facebook page.
Yep.
I think there was one up already, but we'll do another one just to make sure. Have you got a Twitter account, a YouTube channel, a SoundCloud, all of the above, just CC Bloom?
All of the above. And as I say, it's all on, you can click through all the links on my website. Otherwise, I believe on Facebook and Twitter, it's CC Bloom 11.
Okay, brilliant. Well, let's move on. Track number 2.
Yeah, so I'm going to do an original song. Now, I don't know if you know much about the north of England at all, but I imagine it's pretty much a similar situation to Scotland in that so many governments have just forgotten us and we've just been left basically to our own devices. And this song is about growing up in that kind of environment where the only choices you have are working in call centres or supermarkets.
Right.
And I don't know if you remember, there was a Tory tagline back in the day that we're all in this together, which works really well if you've got your offshore bank accounts.
Of course it does,
private school. For the rest of us, however, we're not. So that's where this song comes from. It's called Tony Chimes. Was built on golden sand, and when the tide came in, your golden eyes didn't stand. They tumbled and they fall, crushing my soul. Cause we are in this together. In this together, for against all one soul, nothing left worth fighting for. Death, tears and raves, blood and dance worth fighting for. tumbling they fall, crushing like sun, 'cause we are in this together, in this together, for against for once more, nothing left worth fighting for. Tumbling they fall, crushing like sun.
That was Tony
Tony Chimes.
Chimes. I've written down Tiny, do apologise. Tony Chimes, right here in the sessions by CC Bloom. Thank you very much. What a brilliant track. That
Thank you.
we all listening together, tagline, and I've really enjoyed that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Right, up and coming gigs and shows. What have you got on? Tell me.
So I'm gonna be doing a little a few songs basically at the Hidden Door Festival on the 31st, so next Wednesday I believe. You can find all the details for that on Pressure Valve Events on the Facebook page. There'll be lots of details on there. Phil, who sort of runs
Phil Ramsey. We
yeah.
know of Phil here.
Yeah, so the legend that is
Yeah,
Phil Ramsey.
indeed.
So yeah, you can find all the details. I'm sure you'll put them up on the Pressure Valve Events, and I'm also doing a session with him at Bannerman's as well soon.
Right.
So again, all the dates and details you can find on there.
Brilliant. Is there any... Sorry, the next question was going to be, when you perform as CC Bloom, is it just yourself? Is it a one-piece band, or is there others in the band?
No, it's just me. It's just me basically. I am a bit of a perfectionist. So
right.
It's kind of hard to obviously find someone I think that'll be able to get the same sort of feeling and thoughts out that I want to portray. I'm quite political, which I didn't discover until I started to write songs. So no, just me for the moment.
We're going to go on to talk about the possible single and demo. We'll do that. We'll talk about that after your next song.
Okay.
Track number 3. Tell me about track number 3.
So sticking to sort of, as I say, where I'm from, it's near Manchester, so I was heavily influenced by all the music that came out of that. And the next song I'm going to do is a cover of Bring It On Down, which probably needs no introduction, so that's fine. So I'm just going to do that. What was that sound ringing around your brain? Today is just a blur. You got a head like a ghost train. What was that don't know who. I'll be scraping your life from the sole of my shoes tonight. Bring it on down for me.
That was Bring It On Down, performed by CC Bloom right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. Thank you very much for that really interesting version of that track. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, tell me more about this demo and single that we've got. Possibly, maybe. I've got big question marks on my sheet here. Big question marks. Tell me more. Is it is it going to be a solo thing? Is it going to be?
Well, I have the demo is pretty much sorted. You can find that on my SoundCloud page. In terms of the single, it's as I mentioned, it's trying to find obviously the sound that I want and maybe people to obviously support in terms of drums and that. So I've just got a few things to figure out, but I'm hoping by the end of the year that that's going to be out. So.
Okay, as soon as it's finished, get it sent here and we'll get it played for you. We can get you back in when it's finished. You're back in for another session. Why not? So before we finish up, we've still got 2 tracks to go. What am I saying before we finish up? We'll mention your Facebook pages and your gigs again. I was going to mention to you. This is a question I'm going to throw at you. We haven't discussed this off air. This isn't a pre.
I can't promise.
You can't promise.
I've got my mouth open,
right.
But...
I'm always interested about music.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm interested in music. That's a stupid thing to say on the radio. But my music, for me, comes from my kind of grandfather. Said he was a piano, a fiddle maker, and so where does your music come from? Where does your love of music come from? Is it a family thing? Is it some?
Not so much. No, I think mine comes from growing up in a working class community, and you really don't have a lot to look forward to, you know, and music is an escape. At no point do you think when you're growing up in a community like that music is going to make you do it because it's your escape. It's the only way to express yourself, and it keeps you sane, essentially. And you know, as you know, being near Manchester with their music scene,
of course,
it's been a massive influence on me. And whilst I'm talking about Manchester, I can't really do the whole session without, you know, mentioning everything that's just happened and putting my thoughts out to everyone affected. But one thing I think that everyone has seen is that the people of the north of England, we come together in times like this. We're a strong community sense, and that, you know, that's the only way to beat things like this. And if you want to prove a point, kill the politicians, not the children.
Fair enough. What's a bold statement to make there? Brilliant. Yeah, fair enough. Right, tell me about song number 4. What's song number 4 going to be?
So song number 4 is another original of mine. It's called Pretty Things. I wrote it when I was on my way to work. I used to have like an hour-long commute there and back. And
right, okay.
I used to have to get up really early, and you know, you're just sitting on the bus and you're thinking, there's got to be more than this. And when there's people, I can't even afford a house, and there's people sitting at home, like, getting everything paid for them and never worked a day. And there are genuine people in need, but then there's also a lot of people that abuse that system, and that's where the song essentially comes from. So, like I say, it's called Pretty Things. I have a problem with you and your problems. And I want no powers on birth control. She say you don't pay to work like me. So she got locked up. That's pretty messed up. She's pretty messed up. Locked up. That's pretty messed up.
that was Pretty Things by CC Bloom right here on the sessions on 107.6 East Coast FM. Thank you very much. That catchy, I've got it written down here. It don't pay to work like me line. I really like that. It's kind of stuck in my head there.
Thank
and
you.
the catchy chorus, absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Right, before we do our fifth song, that half hour interview's just flown by. It's just disappeared. It's just gone. Right, tell me again about your Facebook pages, your Twitter pages. If people want to be in touch, how can they be in touch with yourself?
Of course, yeah. So you can follow me on Facebook at ccbloom11 and Twitter ccbloom11 as well. You can check out my website www.ccbloom.co.uk and there's links that you can also through the website. You can send messages. So if you're interested in booking me for anything, certainly just send a message through there and I'll get back to you.
Brilliant. And your YouTube channel and everything's all just CC Bloom. Again, I'll mention it. We'll get a cheesy picture underneath the banner and we'll link our Facebook page to your Facebook page and vice versa. And we'll put the links to the YouTube channel on the YouTubes. Of course we will. And you've got a gig coming up on next week, the 31st of May. Tell me again. I know you're repeating yourself and you will feel like you're repeating yourself. But tell me again.
So yeah, that's going to be at the Hidden Door Festival. I'm going to be doing little acoustic sets between some of the acts, so it's going to be quite nice. It's a really nice venue as well. And I'm also going to be playing at Bannerman's soon. You can find the details for that through Pressure Valve Events. Which, if anyone is interested in getting into music, it's fantastic. Thing that Phil does for everybody, and he provides really good opportunities for anyone wanting to get out there and get started on the music scene. So get in touch.
Phil Ramsey is, of course, a legend in legend in his own right. The legend that is Phil Ramsey, who was the trumpet player in the Victorian Drought Conspiracy. That's how we know him through Fraser Fulton, who's from North Berwick.
Yeah,
he's been in a few times.
Certainly knows how to blow his trumpet.
He does indeed. Blow his own trumpet, Indeed. That's enough of that. That's enough. Phil Ramsey, I hope you're not listening. Anyway, right. Tell me about your fifth and final song. Right, you've made. I'm going to mention this. We like a cheesy cover. We do like a cheesy cover. We've had Little Respect by FC Ukulele Band. We had Stacey's Mum by an Oompa band. We had what else have we had? We've had Sweet Home Alabama by a couple of bands. They've done a few different bands have done that. So tell me about this last cover. You've told me that it's not cheesy. I know this already.
The cheesy stuff's just the stuff I say. I'm not right.
That's all right.
So no, I'm gonna do a cover of a Ring of Fire.
Right. Okay.
Now this started out as a challenge. My brother said to me that I have a unique ability to make any song depressing. So I saw that as a challenge.
Okay.
And that's kind of where this comes from. And it's a fantastic version that I've adapted from, from the song and made it my own. So it's quite different though. So.
Okay. Of course, we mentioned this. It was written by June Carter Cash.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely brilliant. On you go. Just go when you're ready.
Thank you. And in I fall for you like a child. Oh, and the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went high, and it burns the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns the ring of fire, and it burns the ring of fire.
That was a very dark version of The Ring of Fire. Of course, a Johnny Cash song performed by CC Bloom right here on the sessions on East Coast FM. A huge thank you to CC Bloom for coming in. Anytime you've got anything you want to promote, be in touch. Facebook me, email me, and let me know what you've got going on. Let me know about more the gigs you've got coming up. And as soon as the demo's finished, or the singles, the demo's already finished, but as soon as the single's out and ready, send it in and I'll play it for you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. I'm going to continue the sessions tonight with a track from a band called Lost in Audio. This is their track, Burning Up.